early 2000s, I had the opportunity to begin to moonlight as a food critic, where I got to see a little bit behind the kitchen door. I started to get the sense that there was a lot of pain behind their smile.
It's not what a lot of us want to do. It's what we fall back on.
A lot of the positions that exist don't pay very well.
Struggling with housing, finding ways to get to work as far as transportation.
There's a lot of alcohol and drug abuse that happens in, kitchens.
Because they work nights, weekends, and holidays, their schedules are completely opposite for the rest of the community. All of those things together, for me, was this aha of behind the smiles of the folks that are working in this industry is the highest concentration of need that I'd seen anywhere, and nobody's looking. What we decided we wanted to do was create community around a shared meal. They can be dishwashers or line cooks or servers or housekeepers. But the dinner itself is cooked by a top local chef. And it's 5, 6, 7 courses. At the very first dinner that we did back in 2009, I literally had no idea how to get to the care needs that we had. And I just thought, well, why don't I hand out 3x5 cards and ask people to write down the name of someone in need? And that simple spur-of-the-moment idea has defined everything we do.
A referral is somebody who's referred that needs assistance in some way or another, whether it's helping with a rent or pay a bill, or they need a dental visit or a medical visit. Often when we get people referred, somebody may be on the cusp of sometimes losing their job or on the cusp of losing their housing.
Instead of them having to come and ask saying, I need help, we get to enter their life saying, we hear you're having a tough time. How could we help?
A coworker of mine had heard that I was a little bit behind in rent.
Jenny originally was referred to Big Table because she was about to be evicted. I contacted the landlord and said, this rent is going to be paid for and please waive the late fees.
It was a huge relief, obviously, not having to worry about sleeping in a car or trying to figure out our next move.
Tamisha was one of my first care recipients, and she got a great new job. And she's like, I think I start next week, but I need these slip-proof shoes. I was like, that's why Big Table's here. Absolutely. Come in on Friday, and we'll go shopping and get shoes. She was like, you can do that?
When I found out about them, I was kind of skeptical because I'm like, okay, what's the catch? There's always a catch. But there was no catch. There was no catch at all. How she introduced herself to me and how she came at me, it was like with open arms. She just made me very comfortable with her.
It wasn't hard to see her uniqueness and her specialness and her gifts. And so I feel like I saw them and she was seen, and in being seen, she wanted more of that.
We really don't just want to meet the immediate need. We really want to understand what parameters in their life could be different to help them have a different road in the future.
There aren't as many people in my life that are like Shannon, that are supportive and loving no matter what, and aren't judgmental.
What Big Table does is creates hope for people. It creates a sense that there's someone who cares about me and is going to be in my life for more than just a blip.
People are more likely to make changes on their own when they're in a place of sitting with someone who doesn't judge them for whatever action they take. They're more likely to make changes when they're not being assessed.
Miss Shannon, she acts like, she's a mama bear to me. She's there to listen, and at times I feel, she's my protection. They're my light at the end of the day. They're like that light that's at the end of the tunnel for me. They don't help me out so much.
We often talk about what is behind the smiles that people see. when they enter a restaurant. And I've come to know that there is a great deal of determination behind the smile.
We are caring for the working poor. These are folks that typically are very close, if not below the poverty line, but trying to do something about it for themselves.
Catching someone before they fall off the edge is a gift to everyone. It's a gift to the people that are hurting and in crisis. It's a gift to their children. It's a gift to their workplaces. It's a gift to taxpayers in general.
We intervene before they're evicted. Very few organizations have any mechanism to do that. We can help before because of the relationship, because of the referral. And depending on where we are in the state, that can be a $400 to $800 intervention that prevents a whole family from going homeless.
It is such a gift to get to tell somebody, we will pay your rent and your heat and your phone and help get you stable.
They give me a reason to smile, to laugh, you know, to feel wanted. They make me feel wanted. They're not judging me off my past, they're helping me with my future.
I think what we're after is not an organization. It will never be an organization. It's a movement of people that care for those in this industry who literally are on the bottom rung. They haven't fallen quite yet. These are folks that we can catch. And by we, I mean everyone who's eaten in a restaurant, everyone who's stayed in a hotel. Everybody that engages this industry should be caring for this industry.
Everybody should know about Big Table. Every city should have a Big Table, because I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that's out there like me that need to know that there is support.
I can't wait to be on the ground in New York, in Chicago, in Dallas, in Denver, in Atlanta. There are amazing restaurants in all those places, but I also know there are thousands upon thousands of Arby's and Burger Kings and McDonald's in those places. And in every one of those places, there are people in need of help right now that we can't get to yet, but we will.